Welcome back. It's your cosmetic queen E, and I'm here to do a tutorial on how I do my pre-poo. And what that is what you do to your hair prior to shampooing it. So if you're interested in that, just keep on watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can comment below, and I will get back with you on any questions or comments that you may have for me, to try to help you out in your natural growth or hair care, healthy hair care, period, because I am not natural. I am texturized. However, I do have great portions of my hair that are kind of two tone, because of course I go so long without actually texturizing. So as you can see how much actual new growth I have from here all the way to right up in there. I don't know if you guys can see that good, but if you see how the textures kind of change right in here. So all of this is just new growth. And you guys, I've been MIA for a little bit, and you guys know that I just purchased a home, and so we've been working on it, and we are embarking on some new businesses, and so we got a lot of stuff that is coming your way, and I hope that you guys are going to be super excited with us, because we are extremely excited about what's to come. So stay tuned for all of that. And like I said, definitely click that bell, because we're going to be sharing some content with you and hopefully share with you our way to success. So back to the video, which is how I pre-poo my hair. And what I have for you today is the items that I actually use, which I'm almost out. As you guys can tell, I do use this product quite a bit. This is my Fenugreek solution, and it is infused, of course, with a lot of good items. I have some biotin in here. I have some nettle leaf and horsetail that's in here. I have some essential oils in here. And got quite a few other things that are in here. And as you can kind of see in the bottom, I don't know if you can actually see that. It's got like particles that actually floating around in it. I call that the goodness. So I have all the goodness that's in there. I also have here is my Prepoo. That is my little concoction. I call this my Prepoo Concoction. So this is what I use on my hair. It's a mixture of different conditioners, as well as some of my hair growth oil is in here, and some other ingredients are in here. And so I whip it all up, and then I use it as my Prepoo. And I also have here is my hair growth oil, which I also make. And so I use that as well. And so I'm going to use that. I will also have some saran wrap, which I'm going to get and bring out here. If you'll get that for me. And
and that's what I use to cover my hair. A lot of you can use or prefer to use shower caps, or even some have used Walmart bags and different bags that come from the grocery stores and stuff, and that's perfectly fine. You just put it on, you tie it up, just any way to keep that moisture locked into your hair. So from there, I'm going to show you how I do. I did want to kind of draw attention to my hair in the back where I had that huge breakage, because it's catching up, guys. Look at there. So before, I had literally had to pick my hair up. It was like really, really short back here. And like that piece still is, but that's like a different piece. But as you see, it's grown out. And if I move back to show you how it's catching up, like, and I'm only telling you this because a lot of people feel like they have to cut their hair all the way off for their hair to grow. And that's not necessarily true. Now, you can do different styles, and I'll be showing you guys some different styles that you can actually do. You can do different styles that actually complement the fact that your hair is shorter in different areas. You don't always have to, see or know that hair is actually shorter in the back. But I did cut this quite a bit when I did my trim. And of course, you guys know I trim with the moon. So I did cut quite a bit of that off in the back. And as you see, it's almost, I'm gonna pull back some. It's almost to where I can just cut it. And as opposed to last time, if I had to cut it where it was, I'd have probably been kind of up here. So I had to cut off about this much of my hair. So now we're talking about coming down here. So I'm going to let it grow just a little bit longer. Y'all know as we come into those summer months, we do a lot of wash and goes and different things like that. So it's a lot of heatless stuff that we do to our hair, which means we're on a growth journey, and there's no reason to cut it off right then. So when I get ready to go back into the winter months where I'm going to do, my silk presses and things like that, then I will trim my hair up. Because once again, it's only required for you to really trim your hair once or twice a year, depending on how your hair is. So if you're not using a lot of heat and different things like that, there's no purpose for you to just be chopping off every month, because you're just cutting off the growth that you once had. Anyway, I'm going to jump right on in. I've already pre-pooed my hair. I did it the night before, but you guys have been asking. This has been a highly requested video, so I am going to show you exactly what I do to my hair to pre-poo it. I have done a video on it, but we all improve together, so there's no reason I should not be able to show you again a second time and show you what I use. So once again, I have my Fenugreek, and I use this because it helps my hair to grow, and it's a really, really good leave-in conditioner. So it's another way to actually add liquid. And remember, as I told you guys before, the lock method: liquid, oil, and conditioner. And that's what I have: liquid, oil, and conditioner. So, and that's what I use to actually do my pre-poo. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just dampen my hair with this Fenugreek. Just gonna spray it all over. That's the ends. You definitely want to get the roots. And I often, and because I've done this once already, I didn't just go in the way I normally would, but let me show you exactly what I do. I would kind of free part. Notice I'm not using any combs or anything. I just kind of go in with my hands and do free parting. And then I spray to the scalp. And you guys, I have to be extra careful because I'm in the process of doing my nails. I'm also going to pull these rings off real quick. Excuse me. So I don't snag away at my hair. So you just part and you're going to spray that in there and get it good and saturate it. This is adding moisture, and you always want to get that scalp when, especially when you're doing fenugreek, because a healthy scalp, of course, you know, healthy hair comes from a healthy scalp. So definitely put that in there, rub it around. Once again. Just rub it around. And you do that until you get all the way to the front. And I'm also going to show you how I actually massage that in. And for those of you that have massagers, it is a really good way to grow your hair. Listen, guys, this a lot of times our hands will get tired, or it might not feel as good as if somebody else was doing our massage. So I love to have my massager to do to just kind of rub that in. And I'm gonna show it to you really quick. You just kind of slide it in between your fingers, which is really easy. And you just rub that in. And guys, this just feels amazing. But it also stimulates that scalp for you, which of course causes blood flow to the scalp and causes that growth that you want. And that's even for deadened follicles, and that is something that the fenugreek water is really good for, is awakening those dead follicles, so that that hair that stopped growing out of a follicle, it awakens it back up and say, hey, we're not done yet, keep growing. And so your hair will become thicker. So for all of my queens and divas out there that want to have thicker hair, fuller hair, you definitely want to take advantage of that. So I kind of put that in, I rub that around just a little bit, and then I go in with my growth oil. And what am I doing? I'm just kind of just going. These spouts are really, really good, guys, because all you have to do is just turn it upside down and let it just drip all in your scalp, and it feels amazing. So you want to get it in there really good. And I go back in with my massager one more time because you want to get that oil just around on the scalp, all throughout the hair. And then, lastly, I'm going to take my concoction here. And it smells really good. I'm just going to kind of show you guys what it looks like. You see how that is, the texture of that? Not too thick, it's just really loose. And that's what you want. And what I do with it is, if this is my first time pre-pooing for the week. Of course, I want to make sure that my hair is dampened so really good. So the ends of that hair is dampened. And then I go in and I do a part. And I apply this kind of like a perm, guys. Let me show you. Let me start just around my edges. I apply this just like a perm. Anybody that's ever permed their hair, apply it like a perm. You guys will never regret doing this. It will change your hair texture. Believe me, it will change it. And it gets all over the hair thoroughly. So you're just putting it on all around the edges. And then you part and you apply. Not hard at all. Part again, and we're gonna apply. I would be just a little more thorough if I hadn't already done this, but I've already done it. And so I'm just kind of retouching up what I've already done just for my watchers. Now, why do we do this? Why do we do this? To hydrate. Listen, guys, after you done wore those styles for the week, and a lot of us wear those styles till we can't wear them anymore. We maneuver them. We don't really comb in our hair, especially if you are doing wash and goes and things like that. We may take it and restyle that hairstyle 2 or 3 times. And we have it balled up. We're wearing balls and what do you call them? Messy buns, and you know, all different types of styles. And then at the end of the week, it's time to wash. And so you want to make sure that it's moisturized really well, especially if at the beginning of the week, if you do like me and wear your hair down and it's touching your clothes, which we know that that's not a protective style. So if it's touching and rubbing on your clothes, or you decided to go to bed without a satin cap on or something throughout the week, hydrate that hair at the end of the week. This doesn't have to take a long time. You're just parting and getting it in there. All right, and once I get that all in there good, then I take it and I just go down the outside of the hair shaft, all the way to my ends. Everybody knows this is the most damaged part of your hair. It's not getting any oils from your scalp or anything. So we know our hair at our scalp gets natural oils from our scalp because it actually generates that oil. But the one at the bottom that's rubbing on your clothes all day doesn't have that. So then I make sure that that's all in there. And then I just take it and I twist it. All right. We have that one side that's done. And I just start on the other side. Yes, this time I'm gonna do both sides on film. Just for those that want to kind of go through the process with me. So So let's just say that you haven't pre-pooed yet and you want to sit down with me and you want to go through the steps with me. We're on to the second side. All right, and so then we're going to part just with our hands and get to that scalp. It's time for me to make some more of this, obviously. And I have some more in there. I'm just trying to make sure I just use the rest of this bottle before I start on my new one. Right. Know it. I'm just going to pour a little bit in there since it's the last of it. Y'all know we find ways we'll use it. And listen, I am huge about using all of your product. Listen, I'm not about wasting any money. Let's use that product. All right, and then I'm gonna put the rest. Yes. And again, I'm going to go in with that massager and we're going to get that into the scalp because that's where we want it. Oh my God. Woo. Listen, when you get to that sweet spot, that spot that's been itching and growing, my back is it's right in the top right here and the very back here, and oh my God, it stays itchy and growing, especially when I'm taking my vitamins and caring for my hair. All right, and you get that in, and don't forget to go back in with your oil. This is going to be the other part of that goodness that's going to feel really amazing on that scalp. So I put that on my scalp. Now I guess you guys are wondering, do I put oil on all my hair? Absolutely. Before I put it in the saran wrap, I am going to make sure I saturate the ends of my hair because, of course, that's what needs the majority of the oil. I'm going to saturate the ends of my hair with oil. So I'm going back in with my concoction. And remember, put it on with that perm brush. Get it on in there. And remember, if you are just doing this for the first time, make sure you are thorough. This is where having short hair is a wonderful thing. Having short hair is a wonderful thing, period. Because you can do it so much faster. And I love short looks, especially if you have the head for it. Oh, short and healthy hair. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. So to my queens with shorter locks, you guys rock. If you got teeny weeny afros, this is going to, well, you won't have a teeny weeny afro too long. I tell you that. Because it's going to grow out fast. But it will definitely change the texture. Oh my God. When I first started doing this, I started doing it and the texture of my hair changed, so I almost looked like a natural. And I was fully permed at that time. And me and my sister started doing this, and my hair grew. So that was back when my hair was almost ear length. It was kind of about right here. It had broke off really, really bad, and I couldn't figure out how to get it to grow. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start really taking care of my hair. Because you know how they say your hair is just supposed to do it. You know, genetics is a thing. And oh my goodness, genetics wasn't no thing for me. We had hair in our family, but mine stayed short for years and years after a haircut that I had gotten. It stayed short, short, short. I couldn't get it to grow back for anything. And I said, you know what? I want my hair back. My sister's hair is hanging all down. They had me feeling some type of way. So yeah. So now I got a little hang time myself. So I'm trying to, you know, make sure that I can keep up, you know. All right. Now after I get that on, I'm just going to twist again. All right. And then I'm going to retwist this side because it just kind of came down a little bit. All right. Now, what I would normally do is get some cling wrap and just kind of put it on there and then put the oil on there and wrap the ends up. But since all of my hair is going to be in the cling wrap, I see no need for that. So I'm just going to pick my hair up like this. And I'm going to put a rubber band, the ouchless kind, so it's not too harsh on my hair. And put it up kind of like that. And then I'm going to take my oil. And you see how I'm just kind of dripping that on there? And these ends. Don't forget your ends, guys. Awesome. And then that's when I'm going to go in with my cling wrap. Yes, I find that the great value version of the cling wrap. It is much more sturdy. So I'm going to show you the box. This is the one I use. You see that? The great value. And it's got a slide cutter on it and everything. But I take it and I just go around it. Now guys, don't laugh at me. This works. Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You put that on. Now you can either do it for an hour or two, or you can sleep in this. Listen, if you're not going anywhere, maybe stay in the house. Go to sleep. Sleep in it just like this. Let the goodness go all throughout your hair. And listen, you will not regret it. Wait till your wash day and wash it, and then follow it up with a wonderful deep conditioner. Definitely want to do that as well, because let me tell you something, deep conditioning is going to be your friend. I'll do another video on the deep conditioning just for my guys that really want to see that. So if you're interested in that type of video, definitely go ahead and click that like button so I'll know that I need to put that content out, okay? All right, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. We are done. Your pre-poo is done. And it's just what you do to your hair before you shampoo it. All right, thank you guys. This is your Cosmetic Queenie. And I'm out.